I don't know what I was expecting when I walked into the house that evening. A surprise party, maybe. A fancy dinner. At the very least, my family waiting for me with a cake and some off-key singing. Instead, I got silence. The kind that presses into your ears, into your chest. I called out, "Hello?" More out of habit than expectation. The lights were off, the kitchen spotless, no signs of a celebration. I checked my phone. Nothing. I sat on the couch, staring at the dark TV screen, feeling something I couldn't name yet. Maybe disappointment. Maybe something worse. Then, my phone buzzed a notification from Facebook. I swiped at the screen absently, and that's when I saw it. The picture. My wife, my 2 kids, her parents. At a beach resort, the sun setting behind them in golden hues. They were all smiling, arms around each other, drinks in hand. And right below the photo, the caption from my 16-year-old son. "He won't even notice we're gone, LOL." I read it twice. 3 times. The words blurred together, but the meaning stayed razor sharp. I didn't call. I didn't text. I just sat there, staring at the photo, trying to figure out what the hell was happening. My WhatsApp exploded. 49 messages, all from my wife. The first few were casual. "Hey, are you okay? Call me. Why aren't you answering?" Then, they became frantic. "Please, talk to me. I didn't mean it like that. We're coming home today. Please, let's talk." I ignored them all. Let them pile up like unread emails, like something I'd deal with later. Because the truth was, I didn't know what to say. Not yet. She looked tired. Not physically, but in the way people look when they've spent 2 days thinking of the right words. I was sitting at the kitchen table, a half-empty glass of whiskey in front of me. I didn't look up. She set her bag down. "Can we talk?" I nodded. She pulled out a chair, but I didn't say anything. I just waited. She let out a breath. "It wasn't what you think." I finally looked at her. "Tell me what I think, then." She hesitated. "I wanted to surprise you. A big trip, all of us together." But the kids thought she stopped, rubbing her temple. "They thought you wouldn't care." A sharp, bitter laugh left my throat before I could stop it. "So, you just left?" Her eyes filled with something that almost looked like guilt. "I thought you'd see the picture and call. I thought you'd be mad, and then we'd talk, and." "And what?" I leaned back. "I'd forgive you because it was all just a misunderstanding?" Her lips parted slightly. She had expected anger. Maybe even shouting. But not this. Not the quiet. She pressed her hands together. "It's not just about the trip." I stayed silent. She exhaled, glancing at the ceiling like the words were written there. "The last few years you've been distant. Not angry, not mean. Just checked out." I stared at her. "We'd make plans, and you'd say, 'Sure, whatever.' I'd ask your opinion, and you'd just nod. The kids noticed it too. I thought maybe, if we did something drastic, you'd finally." She stopped herself. "Finally what?" I asked, voice calm. "Finally show that you cared." I let that sit between us for a moment. It was such a simple sentence. Such a complicated accusation. I closed my eyes. I work 60 hours a week. I keep this house running. I show up. I provide. And somehow, that's not caring? Her eyes glistened. "It's not just about showing up, you know that." I looked away. Because the worst part was she wasn't wrong. I had been distant. I had been tired. I had let the days blur together, let myself drift through routines. I had assumed my presence was enough. That just being there meant I was doing my job. And maybe, just maybe, I had stopped making them feel like they mattered. I let out a long breath. You hurt me. Her shoulders dropped. I know. The kids hurt me. She swallowed. I know. I ran a hand through my hair. And what now? You want me to just forget it? No. She shook her head. I just want us to fix it. Silence again. But this time, it wasn't cold. I don't know what happens next. Maybe we go to therapy. Maybe we sit down as a family and really talk. Maybe I stop making excuses, and she stops making drastic decisions. What I do know is this: I won't forget how it felt to come home to nothing. To see that picture. To read those words from my son. And they won't forget the silence that followed. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe, for the first time in years, we're finally paying attention.